Hello everyone, welcome to another video from the Creator Metaphysical Store. Today we're just doing a pile reading. So, as you can see, I'm already shuffling the cards for each of the piles. I'm letting the cards do the talking. I'm going to call in our guides, our ancestors, spirit guides, our angels, gods and goddesses, whoever we believe in. May their presence be here in this space as we delve to know what you need to convey to us at this time. So, if for that want to do the charm reading, let me quickly grab the charms from up here. And this is what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, go like this. Feeling this one. For pile number 1, you got the paintbrush. Here, there you go, paintbrush. This one. For pile number 2, okay, this, I'm not gonna lie, this looks like a cat's toy. It looks like a rat. You got the rat. It kind of looks like a cat toy to me. I don't know if you guys can see it. There we go. Oh, number 2, I'm feeling, for 3, I'm feeling the witch's broom. Okay. With that being said, for pile number 1, you have the inner child. If you do not want to pick the charm, you can pick from the card inner child for pile number 1. For pile number 2, we have the persona card. And for pile number 3, we have the unfolding and the awakening card. This is the only pile that has 2 cards. I actually put the cards back in, reshuffled, and those exact 2 cards came out. So we're just gonna go with it. Obviously, Spirit has something to say more to say to pile number 3. So yeah. With that being said, we have for pile number 1, like I said, the inner child with the paintbrush. If you have chosen this pile, this is the pile for you. Now, I've already pulled your Star Codes Astrology Tarot deck. One called the Ascendant with Entrance, and then Aquarius with Collaborate, and Aquarius. So, really quickly, I'm going to pull some clarification cards, and then we'll pull some angel advice tarot. Angel advice. So first off the bat, you have Asaya with Joy. We shuffle this. Anything else from this deck? I feel these cards, the way they jumped. So we have Rage, Celestial Alignment, and Liberation as well. And by the way, these are such beautiful cards for pile number 1. Go. So I'm definitely picking up that there is some inner child energy going on here. I mean, the inner child, I feel like it doesn't necessarily mean trauma, but because of this card that says rage, and then with the liberation card shortly in the spread, I feel that there is some justified trauma. Like you have a reason to be traumatized and to like that's justifiable reason. But at the same time, your spirit guides want you to be in celestial alignment, and in order to let go of this trauma, you're gonna have to just, I feel the word forgiveness. To forgive yourself, to forgive the people involved, and to liberate yourself. And I feel that. I definitely feel that there is um you know you're overall very a joyful person, but there is some stuff that you don't speak about. Like it's being shown how you don't speak on any particular trauma, and like you try to deal with it yourself, but they want you to know that they want you to liberate it. I feel like you I do feel as though you like hold on one second. I Let me do this really quick. Archangel Michael to my south, Archangel Uriel to my north, Archangel Raphael to my east, and Archangel Gabriel to my west. Stand in the four corners, weave and sew the four elements to bring forth the fifth, divine consciousness. Weave and sew and stitch and thread the energies to bring forth protection to the space. We only want the energy that is necessary for the space. If there's anything outside, we don't want it. I'm sorry, I forgot to actually do the little protection I do just to make sure that I'm reading this of the highest vibrational good. So we have, like I said, the Ascendance card with the Aquarius in collaboration and with entrance in collaboration. And I feel that this week is going to be very emotional for you. However, though, there will be some. I feel like a lot of like good will come out of this emotional chaos. It's almost like this week is going to make you face a lot of your shadows. I mean, that's with the rage, with the celestial alignment and liberation. And so I feel like if you are planning to do shadow work, this would be the right time to do it this week. I'm seeing all the way till the 23rd of um, August. So through this time period from today, whenever you see this video till August 20, I said 20th or the 23rd. I think I said the 23rd because I'm seeing the 20th and the 23rd of August. So during that, from whenever you see this video till August 23rd of whatever year that may be, it's gonna be a good year for for shadow work. Now I'm going to pull some angel messages just to kind of get some clarity because I see here that you are definitely releasing something. There's definitely an alignment of like shadow work. Like there's like this is prime time for you to release your shadows, and I do see that, but I want to know. It obviously shows that there is a collaboration between you and the universe. Ah, see, and this confirms it with the Ant card. With it says cooperate for the highest good of the community, Archangel Plemenelec. So this is just confirming that yeah, you are operating with the universe is aligning itself so you can liberate the shadows and experience joy. But what I want to know is what can they do to tap into this energy, this celestial alignment of shadow work, and how can they get the most out of it? Like what would be the best way for them to get the most out of it? I'm being told to use a different deck. Okay. And I'm being very guided to the Crystal Spirits deck. Very good. I'm being told that the crystals that will come out of this deck will be the crystals that you can work with during this period of divinely. It's almost like the universe, you've asked to release the shadows, and the universe is like, it's in such a prime alignment for shadow work that you're in a celestial alignment. So like you are, if you're someone who really loves doing shadow work and like releasing the trauma and the tribulation, know that you are going to be able to do it because it is very celestially aligned. Being told to stop. Pull the next three cards. Interesting. So we have here the Mukite Jasper. We have the Malachite, and then we have the Amazonite. And what I'm getting from this card is making me feel very grounded and like very stable. So I feel like this is what this crystal's job is going to be, is to keep you grounded so you're not too overwhelmed when doing the shadow work, for when you're doing the shadow work. I feel like the this definitely feels like heart chakra vibes because we have like the malachite and the amazonite. So malachite to me is always the transformational stone. It's a stone that I often refer to as the antidote to most poisons because it really does like help. It has, when I've worked with malachite myself, I've used it to face a lot of negative programming and transform that into a positive program instead. So you might be wanting to work with malachite. What I'm getting from this, though, is that this stone is going to help you reprogram that. Like I said, transformation. So it's going to help you transform it from a negative to a positive. And then the Amazonite, I feel like, is that very motherly vibe to it, very wise mother or crone energy. So you might, with this stone, what I'm getting is this is gonna help you see the beauty of the shadow, if that makes any sense. So I hope that this reading was helpful. If you would like to book a reading, you can do so by contacting me, by texting me at 501-385-1937, or going to my website at thecreatorfrequency.com. However, please note that it is May 7th, and it won't be online until June 30th. Um, so because I'm doing a lot of updates, so the best way to contact me is through my phone number by texting me at 501-385-1937, and just let me know if you'd like to book a reading with me and all the good stuff. With that being said, I hope that this message pile was resonated. Up the message just resonated. I wish you all the best of luck on your journeys. With that being said, Archangel Michael, I ask that you give them protection along their journey. Archangel Raphael, I ask that their journey be filled with good health and good tidings, and to heal the wounds of the heart, the mind, the soul, and the physical body. I ask that Archangel Gabriel align their path with divinely orchestrated, divinely timed, divine messages. And Archangel Ariel, may you illuminate their path with the light of God. So might it be. That being said, if you have chosen pile number 2 with the Persona card or the Rat charm, this is your pile. What's very interestingly enough is that this pile, I feel very much Loki vibes. Loki is a shapeshifter. Even if you look at his story closely enough, he's always in the right place at the right time. And I feel that that's what this energy is going to be about. What I'm getting is because the rat is always, it hides in the darkest place. It's able to survive in the darkest of places, and I feel that you've had to survive. You've had to go through a lot, and you've gotten this far in your journey. And I feel like with the Persona card, I'm feeling like there's maybe some survival programs that you're going to release soon. Because Persona is, to me, when I think of the word Persona, I think of mask, and I'm seeing like a mask being taken off. So I feel that there is definitely a persona of like some personas that you've had for survival, but they're being removed. Like you don't need them anymore. We'll see. But your cards is the North Node with the future, the sixth house with sustainability, and then dignified with strength. So let me pull some Merlin. I'm being really guided to pull some Merlin. Oops, tarot. Did I get it all? Yeah. All right. I actually want some clarity. What is this? Is obviously for the future. I'm feeling with this North Node. I'm feeling with it being next to the sustainability. I'm feeling like this is a future message. Like even though the message is being brought to your attention now, I feel like you won't. I'm being shown 2 weeks, so this message may not make sense until the second week of May. So, yes, interesting. Okay, okay. So first and foremost, we have the sixth house with sustainability, and we have the dignified with strength, and the North Node with future. I feel like this is, like I said, a future message pertaining to your sustainability and with there being strength involved. I feel like you're going to need to, there's going to be some changes in your life, okay? And these changes are, they are going to require you to stand strong, to keep the faith. And that's what I'm getting from this, is to keep the faith, because we have the strength, the word strength, the dignified. So I feel like you're going to need to stand in your power, stand your truth. I'm seeing people at work trying to push their energy, their beliefs, their what they perceive to be true as your truth. They want you to know that there's some people that you're just going to have to tell them off. I'm seeing Michael, and he's telling me to tell you, like, you need to tell some people off, like, hey, back off. This is you. That is what you believe, that I'm doing witchcraft. Okay, that is your belief. But to me, it does not feel that way. I know where my truth is. That's your truth. Keep your truth away, and that's what I'm getting. It's like you needing to stand strong in your beliefs and in your power, and know that that. Excuse me. Let me drink something. Know that you're going to need to basically stand your ground. We have here the balance card, which is the Six of Wands reversed. With the High Priestess upright, we have the Increase and Fulfillment card, which is the Four of Pentacles, and the Nine of Cups energy here. So I can definitely see that there has been some imbalance in your life, but you're seeing the wisdom of the imbalances. It's actually like not imbalance. It's actually very much imbalance, but it's like you're seeing, okay, all this crazy stuff happened. Okay, I see why that happened, why that happened, why that happened. So you're basically wise in going with the flow in this moment, because by being in the flow, I feel with having this wisdom, you're seeing why everything is upside down. As you are seeing why everything is happening in your life, you're having I feel like increased wealth is coming to you, but also an increased sense of fulfillment and like contentment with life's struggles. We have here the Page of Cups, which is definitely confirming that, yeah, you are letting go of the need to like figure it all out. I feel like with the priestess, like I said, you're seeing the beauty in why everything has been so chaotic and out of balance for you. However, it's causing you to release like traumas and old energies that don't serve you. And by doing that, we have the conflict card reversed. So it's like doubly confirming that, yeah, as You're seeing the balance, you're seeing the beauty of the imbalance, and you're seeing how that by seeing that you're releasing that which needs to be released, and as such you're not having too much conflict, and you're definitely um with the two of the four of wands with generosity, you're definitely seeing an increase of wealth coming in. However, we have the choice card here with the two of wands reversed. So I feel that there is a message also, because the two of wands to me is always about like a choice or like two paths to go. However, I don't feel like I feel like you're still going to be in this imbalance for a little bit longer. Because this usually to me is like, oh, something is about to shift. Now with this being reversed, I feel that you're still going to have some imbalance for a little bit longer, but be strong. And I feel like that's where the strength comes in, as you are um as you are going through this imbalance. They're telling you to keep this faith, keep going, and have the strength. They're giving you strength to keep going on this journey. So I just to reiterate this, your future self is definitely saying to keep the faith, to stay strong and to sustain yourself. That you are going to be, after you leave this imbalance, this chaotic energy, you're definitely going to have sustainability. However, I don't feel like it's going to happen right away. I feel like 2 weeks from now, everything will start to rebalance itself out. But you're taking the imbalance and seeing like the wisdom, the beauty, like, oh, this, you're seeing the opportunities for growth. And with that growth being said, you are releasing the conflict within yourself, thus releasing the conflict outside of yourself. And you're definitely getting a generous increase of wealth coming your way. I'm also seeing a slight message here with the increase with the wealth aspect to don't make any big financial decisions until you have a good idea where you want to put your money. I feel like if you're trying to make a financial choice, this is also saying don't make a decision, don't be too hasty in your decision making process. I hope that these messages that came through were helpful. But let's see what angel messages we have for you today. I call upon the angelic hierarchy, and what messages do you have for pile number 2? I'm seeing the Sephra Gabora and the color orange and Archangel Camuel. So maybe for some of you who work with the Tree of Life, the Sephra, he's giving me this vibe to work with that particular Sephra today. We have the Tigress card with Accept Your Magnificence with Archangel Raphael. We have Set Clear Boundaries and Enforce Them with Archangel Camuel. We have Horse, and it says Care for Others and Let Them Be Free. Archangels Mary and Christiel as well. And it's interesting because, like I said, I was just talking about how I felt like you're gonna have some coworkers at work that you're gonna need to tell them to back off. And with this set clear boundaries and enforce them, I feel like this is definitely a confirmation to what I said earlier, that there are going to be some people around you that you're going to need to set clear boundaries and enforce them. So yes, with the accept your magnificence, it's almost like they're going to try to make you feel small and insignificant. They're going to try to push their truth, but as soon as you show them your claws and bare your fangs, you're going to let them know, like, stop running over me, stop ignoring my truth and it's almost like they're not respecting you, and you're going to need to set those clear boundaries. It says here, care for others and let them be free. And I feel like when you set these boundaries, I'm feeling a sense to let them know that you're setting these boundaries because you love yourself and you care about yourself, and like as at the same time you're loving that they have their own opinion. Like basically let them know that you're setting these boundaries in a loving way, and like you're not trying to start any negativity. So with that being said, I hope that this message was helpful. And I feel one more thing before I let this pile go is I want to jump back to the Loki thing, because like I said, I felt that there was a Loki vibe here, and I feel like there are some people that in your reality. Excuse me, 1 second. Okay, sorry. I think I'm coming down with a cold. Anyway, so as I was saying, I feel like there are some people that are very two-faced, or they're not showing their full colors. And I feel like Loki's gonna help you see the real people and help you unveil the mask of them. It's almost like I see people smiling and like talking nice to you, but then when they get behind closed doors, they're not really talking good about you. They're actually very bad, and so that's what I feel. So Loki's gonna help you discover that. Okay. With that being said, I hope that the um, messages resonated. I haven't done this in a while, so please tell me if I messed up or it didn't make sense. It has been a minute since I have done this sort of reading. Okay. Now, for pile number 2, you have the Unfolding and the Awaken card with the Witch on the Broom. So I feel like obviously this is just kind of confirms what I was already picking up from the Unfolding and the Awakened card. There are some gifts that are be unfolding or awakening. They are definitely awakening some gifts within you, whether they be psychic. I see the third eye. I'm hearing the word intuition. So yes, there are some gifts, and I see as though you're going to be able to see clearly who is your friend and who is your ally. I mean, who is your enemy and who is your ally. With this being said, though, we have Pluto with Rebirth reversed in this deck. And I feel like with this Pluto with Rebirth reversed, I'm being very drawn to how we are in a Pluto of Aquarius. And I feel that the gifts that you are noticing a change in, they're gifts that you already have had. They just lied dormant. But that energy is about to change with this Uranus. So I feel like you're as you have. I'm seeing how you've done a lot of shadow work, and because you've done this shadow work, you've opened a path for those gifts to come to the light. We have Uranus with change, and with the second house with resources. So these are things that you already had. Like you've already had the ability, the resources to do these gifts. I just feel like they were maybe blocked, and Pluto is helping you rebirth and renew that energy. With the Moon and Perception card reversed, I am feeling very much that this, like I said, this is not anything new. It's actually old gifts that have just been dormant. And with these they're not old, just say gifts that you've had, you're now awakening them, and so they might feel new, but they're not. You're actually very recent. Being told to use this deck. So, but let's see. interesting. The Queen of Swords pops out like deliberately. Oops. The Fortune, Wheel of Fortune, and the Beast card, which shows the King of Pentacles. One more card, please. Thank you. With the 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 of Cups reversed as well. I mean, upright. Excuse me, upright. So yeah, the Queen of Swords is definitely suggesting to me that these were gifts that you've had, like soul gifts, but they were, like I said, they were dormant, and these gifts are being brought to the surface. And with these new gifts, you're gonna be utilizing them to obtain self mastery over your life. That's what the Wheel of Fortune, and the King of Pentacles is suggesting to me. And as soon as you see become self mastery, it's almost like it's. I feel like with this deck, I mean with this reading, you are awakening old gifts that were just dormant inside of you, and because you've done a lot of shadow work and done all the healing, you are awakening these gifts, right? But with these gifts, you're gonna have it's almost like you're upgrading. You're using these dormant gifts that are awakening now to upgrade your life, to navigate life, so that you have choices. Because the Seven of Cups is about choices, and so that's what I'm getting from this is that uh, dormant gifts that you've had. I feel like this is like I'm seeing the DNA, I'm seeing like the soul, like you had these gifts, but they're being awakened now because you've done so much shadow work, trauma healing work, and by doing this, you opened a door of wealth and resources. You open up new abilities to navigate yourself to the direction you wish to go. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I'm trying my best to explain this in the right way, and I hope that it makes sense because sometimes spirit does not make sense to me. They're like, "Oh, go here, do this." I'm like, "Okay." Half the time it doesn't make sense or it's very cryptic. um. Anyway, with that being said, I hope that this reading was helpful to you to some extent. With kisses, hugs, and love to all of you beautiful, amazing souls, magical blessings. Until next time.